So for today's video, we are going to make that large pumpkin sign that I recently did. And what I used here was a couple of these Easter signs that I still had left over. And I wanted to use these because they are so large. These were the longer of the holiday signs that I've seen so far. So I love the size of these and I wanted to use these. So just what I'm doing here is securing the back and basically just putting some hot glue on some popsicle sticks and just securing the back. I figured this is so much easier to do it this way than trying to glue them together. I've learned the hard way with that. So I used quite a bit of popsicle sticks on this, but in the end, it does make for a very secure sign. So once that's done, I flip it over, and on this side I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fill in those little holes, and I do use that sand filler from the Dollar Tree. And once the holes are filled in, I will be painting this side of the sign. So I'm going to use the color Steel with the Waverly chalk paint and completely cover this sign. I love this color. It's a light gray. It definitely works with my decor. Once it's completely covered, I go ahead and use the Waverly chalk paint in the color Elephant. You do want to kind of mix it up a little bit before you start painting, because what it did here is it kind of came out almost looking black at first, and it's really not. It's a darker gray. Again, it's another really great color I love with the Waverly line. But yeah, I just wanted to do kind of like a light dry brush of this over top this gray, just to give it some dimension, some pops of color there. And once it's completely painted, I go over it with just a piece of sandpaper, just to kind of tone down the colors there. So what I do next is I'm taking 3 of these oval wood pieces that are also from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to use these to make my pumpkin. Now, I can't take credit for this idea. I did see Crafting with Maria. She actually did a pumpkin piece where she used these wooden pieces, and I thought that was just an amazing idea, super awesome idea. So I did want to do that for this particular piece that I was making. And what I've done here is just use the Waverly chalk paint in white, and I gave all 3 pieces a good coat. Okay, so here I'm just finding the placement for my pumpkin, and I'm just going to add some hot glue to the back of these boards and then secure them down onto the sign just like this. Basically placing 2 of these pumpkins next to each other, slightly angled, not completely side by side, and then I glue this 3rd piece right down on the middle, and that's what gives it that really cute pumpkin shape. Right here, what I'm doing is just taking a marker and adding stitch lines to this, just because I thought it gave this whole piece just an extra pop. And what you didn't see me do is take a piece of that white rope from the Dollar Tree, that light soft rope that they've been selling, and I made a stem, just folded a piece over and stuck it underneath, and I used some of those repeat pieces of those metal leaves from other Dollar Tree products and use those down on the top as well. What I'm doing here is just taking paint stir sticks, which I trimmed down to make a frame for the sign. Now, I know that these didn't come from Dollar Tree, however, you could use the large popsicle sticks if you wanted. I've seen people use the Jenga blocks as well. to make a frame on a picture, but these are what I had on hand, and this is what I decided to use for this project. And the last piece that I wanted to add to the sign was some words, some lettering, and I'm just using those metal words that Dollar Tree was selling for fall. And I used the welcome and I used the harvest. That was what I had left in one of my packs, and I just did a quick brush over with the Waverly chalk paint in white. I do sand it down just a little bit to give a texture, but then I do add this to the top of the sign with a little bit of hot glue, and it just worked perfectly. Unfortunately, I didn't get a whole lot recorded of what I did with this project, so I do apologize for that. But I will say with this, I did add some stain to the frame part of this, and I think it just helped make this whole piece pop. Definitely one of my favorites that I've ever made. I think this will definitely be something I use every single year, and I could always do something new and customize it later on. So I really hope you enjoyed this video and this project. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. And if you're not already a subscriber, I hope that you stick around and subscribe. Please make sure to hit that bell button as well. That way you can get notified when I have any new DIY videos. Thanks so much, guys. Take care.